today I'm just hanging out with the ladies, man. Today I'm a ladies man. Show me some love, man. You're bad, man. Give me one. Well, coming up, this lady, she's on TV. She started in the UK actually. We're going to find out more about that, but she was a producer, is a producer. Right now in Ghana, she's a TV host, and she's a charming lady, the gorgeous woman who is behind the cameras when you tune in on Saturdays on Metro on the morning ride. Put your hands together. Show some love for Dzifa Gray. Hey.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're taking a commercial break. When we come back, you find the house. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your swagalicious sugar daddy will be right back.
Good to have you here, finally.
It's an honor to be here. And I love you.
Really?
I love you very much.
Wow.
I love you. You're doing a fantastic job. I cannot learn better from any other apart from, some great people in the industry like Anita Eskin, Jocelyn, Nash Shokor. But when we come to the real father of the industry, you have taken it.
Boom. Handkerchief, please. You make me blush. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
But you guys are doing so well anyway. You guys are doing so well. You're taking the bull by the horn. Is it bull by the horn or horn by the bull? Yeah. And you're doing great.
Thank you. I'm really trying. I would like to say a very big thank you to Metro TV, first of all, because one afternoon I was home depressed. Yes.
Really?
It's a whole journey in this industry, and you have to be very honest with yourself that you're very passionate about what you want to do, what you do, television, being in front of the cameras and sharing experiences and all that. And then you realize that, you're not really doing what you love to do because nobody has really taken their time to acknowledge you. But I think that it's all a process. And another big thank you to Anita Owusu, because Anita built this brand, The Morning Ride. If I'm sitting right here without saying to Anita, you are the mother of Morning Ride, then I am an ungrateful person.
Wow.
So Anita, thank you so much. Thank you.
And big up to Anita, wherever you are.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow. But you said you're home being depressed, and then what happened?
Yes.
Why were you depressed?
Well, you have plans. We all have plans when it comes to our dreams, our ambitions, and all that. And then you realize that it's not going according to plans. But then I think that it's a lot of things, because I moved from the UK to Ghana. I came because of my family. I love my family very much. I think that family is key. They are actually the originator of your life one way or the other, because you can't be alone you didn't exist in this planet, on this planet all by yourself. Somebody brought you to this life, and you can only be grateful to them, especially my late grandmother and my grandfather and my sister and my brother. It's been an amazing journey with them. But I must say, my family, there is no other than them. Honestly, I love them. I love them.
Show them some love. So how did you get on the Morning Ride? How did you become the new face of Morning Ride?
Okay, so when I came back from London, I worked with Anita Eskin. I actually took my work, the Dzifa Gray Modern Africa show, to Anita. And I said, Anita, I want to rebrand the show and host it right here in Ghana, because I'm not going anywhere else.
You're talking about branding your show?
Yeah, my show in London, which is the Dzifa Gray Modern Africa show. It's a show that encourages the youth how to stay positive, work hard, and live your dreams. Because I know where I come from, and I was very persistent on living my dreams. And so I worked very hard towards it. And one way or the other, we all need to work hard at it, and be very encouraged that it would work out. If you're very, motivated, you want to make sure that, look, it is going to be possible. It's possible for you to also get to the top. So I went to Anita, and then I said, Anita, look, you're a mother in the industry as well. Another mother, Anita Eskin. Anita, I love you. And Anita said, okay, Dzifa, this is not bad, but we need money. When you need money to start a production, you go everywhere and it's like, oh, really? Oh, you're pretty. Oh, and I like you. And it gets draining. Look, let's be very honest.
And it ends there. Well, it doesn't quite end there.
So I did few of those journeys, and then I realized that, look, this isn't really what I want. I know what I want, and so I don't mind being under somebody. So Anita said, look, Dzifa, I'm trying to build my own empire. If you want to be part of it, why don't you come on board? I said, Anita, with you? I am on. Let's do this. And so we worked, Anita's production house. We started producing content for African Magic. And I loved it because already, it's amazing to be behind the scene. It's one journey that helped me realize that, look, it's the whole hard work is being behind the cameras. And so Anita gave me that platform to be the producer, the director, the dreamer of great concept that I am today. And so I would give it to her.
Wow.
So yes, after that, I was also relaxing. I was on Nashako's show, Tales from the Powder Room, as a permanent guest on the show. And so, every Wednesday I'll be on with Councillor Luttrell, and I'm like, hey, you're right. Councillor Luttrell once said that if you actually have a child out of wedlock, your child is a demon. I said, it is your own that is, not my own. I have an 8-year-old son, Dylan, that I love very much.
And he's not a demon.
Councillor Luttrell, don't try it next time. Don't try it anymore. And we go through that journey all the time. And then GH1 has also been part of, my journey as well. And all of a sudden, there was a takeover. And then I didn't really know what was happening. That's the truth. I've got to say it. I didn't know what was happening. So I said, okay, I'll just stay back because they're actually putting a concept together for myself and other women in the industry like AJ Sapon, and for us to host a morning show. And so I didn't get any, concept on what is really happening. You go for rehearsals, when they say, come, let's practice and get things going. But I didn't really get great feedback. So I was just relaxed until I realized that, look, it's been taken over. I was like, okay, so
you're not aware that
I wasn't aware of it. And I think
that
that not everybody in there was aware of it, and so I can't blame them, And so I didn't hear anything from them. And then one afternoon home, depressed, I had just buried my grandmother. And, depressed, yes, because relationship-wise, my son isn't here with me because he's in school in London, because I wanted to come back here, make sure that I'm stable before he comes, because we used to be here, and it was really tough. And that's when you go through some terrible issues, and you don't realize that you're making a mistake that you might regret for the rest of your life. Probably you're not ready for a relationship, but because of your difficulty, you want to be in a relationship. And then if it doesn't go well, it did. Of course, yes. I'll say it as it is. It did. And I didn't like it, but I felt like, okay, fine, maybe I was okay there. But look, it's all about love and respect. And if it's not in a relationship, you don't have to be there. And it's from both sides. So I actually took my son back to London. I said, okay, I talked things through with his father and said, look, can you please take care of him? I've always had him. Yes, single mother, but take care of him for a year or two, and I'll come back for him. I just need to be stable in Ghana. I don't want to move back to London anymore. So my son was there, and you can imagine a mother who's been with her son from day one, not having her son around. So it is very frustrating. But because I had a plan and a dream, I knew that I was going to work hard to fulfill that. So I stayed back to work things through. And then, so the frustration with family, money, financial issues, you have a plan, and it's just not going right because people want to get under your skin. They like to do that. And they try to do that with style. So if you're not smart enough, you would lose an app and you'll be gone.
Wow.
And it's really sad. A lot of women are doing that now. And especially the young ones, because they think, oh, it's fine, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. It's not about your beauty, it's about the brain. So you utilize it well.
Thank
you so much. And so, yes, I was frustrated at home, and I got a call from Fadi. Oh, Fadi, Dzifa, come around to the office. I want to discuss something with you. So I went to the office. It's like, okay, fine. Let's see if we can put together something. We went to the studio, and then he did some tries, and it was great. He was like, okay, fine, that's it. And the next 2 weeks, I think I was on air. It's not easy. After a while, you get on and you get a bit nervous. Butterfly in the stomach and all that. But as time went on, I'm loving Morning Ride. I'm building it with everything that I have, and I share the experiences every day. Whatever I go through, I say it as it is. I don't care how anybody feels. I just did. So that's how Morning Ride came to me.
Oh, wow. And you put your stamp on it, right?
I did. I got there, and because I worked with Anita, I've been behind the cameras, putting concept together demands some like effective creativity. And so, I mean, I had challenges with my producer. I mean, for the past few months, it's been great. I mean, Nanaja, you're doing a great job. Nanaja, you are. But we've had our own issues. So, I mean, it's an amazing journey, and I'm not done yet. There's so much I want to do, KSM. There is so much.
And you will do it.
Amen.
You do it. Trust
Amen.
me, you will.
Amen.
Amen. You tell it like it is, right?
Yes.
You don't. Do you hold anything in?
No, I don't. I think that I'm so open,
Yeah.
and I can't afford to see another fellow woman, especially the youth, go through what I went through. I lost my mother at a very early age. I had to take care of my siblings. I quit school and paid my younger brother's fees and stuff like that. So it's been sad. It's been horrible. But I trust in God. I mean, for some years now, my relationship with God has really boosted up. And it's one thing that I would never want to, you know, at all, not at all. And so because of that, I'm coming up with a new show called The Prime Zone. Prime Zone is there to educate, encourage, motivate, they say. My hosts, they're very intelligent ones. You know, those girls are sharp.
Yeah.
And they are beautiful. And I'm saying, you know what? You don't necessarily have to do the short things or, you know, like, just talk.
Yeah.
And then when you
just show intelligence.
Show it, and they would come and they would give you what you want, and then you say, look, I know this is what I want, but the other one I do not want it. Not at all, I don't want it. So Prime Zone is going to be on the screen soon, and it's there to entertain and also encourage and also educate people. I mean, the youth of today. I'm still a youth, and I look to learn more from Prime Zone as well. Yes. So
That's what, I mean, looking back at your story, you know, you seem to have hit real rock bottom and bounce back.
Yes.
What was the worst you hit?
the worst, I think, you know what? The fact that I'm alive doesn't prompt me to even say there was one that was worse.
Really?
Because if you're a human being and you are able to conquer a situation, and you smile at the end of the day after you cry. I mean, I've cried on many platforms in Ghana, National Show, till, what's it called, Morning Ride. I have cried on the set because I felt like, look, I just have to loosen up and just let it be. I just think that human beings, God gave us every strength, every power that there is. You just have to say to yourself, I can do it. Yes, I am crying. I am crying. You can see and feel the tears flowing, but I know that I have everything it takes to conquer it. And so, whoever it is, if it's the devil sitting in one corner right behind me looking at me and enjoying the fact that I'm crying, hey, tomorrow you ain't going to be smiling. So I think that the worst hasn't come to mankind yet is when you give up. That is the worst of everything.
That's deep, man.
Thank you.
That is freaking deep, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do you do tours and things like that, you know?
Not yet, but I think that I just want to take my time and sort myself out in Ghana. Tours-wise, I think that when it comes to the industry, you would have to be very humble enough to learn from the best and make sure that you're ready to embark on the journey that you really want to achieve. I look up to Anita Ruskin a lot. I mean, Anita, I can't say she was a sister. I mean, Anita, you know I'm real like that. Anita is still a sister to me, regardless of the situation. And there's one thing I want to talk about before we get back to your question. I mean, the women in the industry. I think that everybody is unique in their own way. Na Shoko cannot talk like I do. I cannot talk like her. I cannot act like Na Shoko. I cannot present like Anita Ruskin. I cannot look like Jocelyn Dumas, but I look like me. And I don't see why a lot of women in the industry just can embrace that.
They can't?
One way, of course, yes. I mean, there's some. This is some gist, hot topic I'm giving you right now. You know, it's either. Okay, so she's doing this, she's doing that, and you see them, and they can't just open up and say, "Hey, how are you?" So one trend and one show, and I say, "One man, yet to say, hey, no, who you facing one? I say, bibi, na bibi, so me, bibi." Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We are standing in our own way. Why won't you embrace your fellow sister and say, okay, fine, I watched you. This is what you did wrong, and I think you can correct it this way. I love that. But you don't get that in the industry. And I've got a page on Instagram which I named Be Your Sister's Keeper, where, be your sister's keeper. Don't destroy your sister. Don't talk behind her back. Say it to her. Simple as
But don't
that.
let her go and say,
And yes, it isn't pleasant at all. And that's one thing that I think that if the women in the industry come together to embark on, I think that we'll be flying from one state to the other, and Ghana will be on every mouth on this universe. It's another thing that bothers me a lot. So yes, I want to do stuff, but I'm going to be taking my time and learn from the best like yourself and the names that I've actually mentioned here. Gifty Auntie is another one that we love very much. So yes, I wish I have Israelite's voice. Hey, hello. But I mean, he's got some sexy voice, hasn't he? He's got some cool voice. Yeah.
You know, she's married to my son.
Who? Gifty Auntie? Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, we on hini papa.
Me ohini papa.
Hey, na uni bab fufu bia o yon hini oho.
Ube bi o.
Ude shishim mami. Ai shishim.
Me ubi ama.
Hey.
Me ubi ama.
Pachon pa. Na mean say ohima.
Oh, but you wanna be ohini. Yeah.
Hey, the second.
Sir, give that I.
Oh, there be me per second.
One person go to your original one.
I can't. Hey, I love with everything that I have. And to imagine that your husband is in the next room doing another one. Oh, no. Ain't gonna happen. Never the book one because the family can't wear.
Show us around. What would the family count?
Yeah, more preference. That's why I am you. I want a mini or baba couldn't be a plan. Now you bet show say we a bear man, when your machine. So yes, it's an amazing thing to Ghana is just amazing. I mean, we have everything here in Ghana.
We do.
And if I imagine what I went through in England.
Yeah.
You need to work 9 to 5. I worked 4 jobs and then was still doing my show and my son. And sometimes I have to rush to work, pick him up drop him to school, and then go to work, leave work during break time, pick him up, take him to his grandmother's house. Oh, Mama Gladys, thank you very much. And go back to work. And then on my way back, you realize that you're driving home around 12 p.m.
Amazing.
With your son, and I cry. I mean, there's been many times that I cried. And then my son will be, Mommy, are you okay? Let me share the story with you. It's an amazing one, and I thank God for the son that I have because he knows he's 8 now.
Oh, that's amazing.
And when he was 4, around 4 to 5, I mean, he was really hungry. I was broke. You know, when you're broke in England, you can't go knock no door and say, please, Mommy, Gary, you don't have it.
Yeah.
And so he wanted KFC. And I said, Dylan, I don't have enough money. So why don't we just go and buy ingredients and cook at home? It would take us a long time. I mean, and then he said, no, Mommy, I want KFC. So, Seja, and you want to stress me out. So I went straight to KFC. When I got there, my son said to me, Mommy, it's okay. Let's just go and buy the stuff and cook. When you have a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old talk to you like that, you should know that God knows everything you're going through. For a 4-year-old to tell you, Mommy, it's okay, let's go and buy the ingredients.
But you agreed first? But
yes.
He stopped you. He stopped you.
Yes, and then I went straight to buy that because that was my best alternative. Because we took KFC now, we won't have enough money. So I just went, we cooked, and he loves banku and okra, the Ewe style, like family like that. And my son just enjoyed it. And so I many other occasions that my son has proved that, look, Mommy, I love you and I know what you're going through. He kisses me and tells me you can do it. you know, and he corrects me when I make the mistakes. And I'm, you know, Abrochian Kolano. You know, and I'm like, thank you very much, darling. And I call him Mr. President because I believe if Donald Trump is president, my son can be president too. So yes, no, my son can be president too. Of course, yes. Everybody can be president. It's just up to you. You know.
So he's with the father?
Yes.
And how are you with the father now?
We're okay. We are fine. We are fine. He recently got married here in Ghana. He came to get married. And
really?
I think that it's a lovely thing because look, if I don't want it, why would I deprive somebody from having it?
Did you go to the wedding?
No, I didn't. I was busy. Oh, no kremu nyankopon like it didn't because there's nothing of that sort there. But the fact that he is a father of my son, I pray for him and I want him to do very well so that my son will be happy. My son loves his father. You know when sometimes you don't want him to go and I'm going like that. So, but we are fine. We are in good terms, and it's beautiful like that.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
It's important, and for your son too. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, and you know. Sometimes people think it's a difficult thing to have a child and not be in good terms with your parents. I think that it's just unnecessary. If you want peace and you want to progress in life, I mean, why bother? Why try to make it difficult? It didn't work out. It's as simple as that. You have a box of oranges or something, and then I ask you for it and you say no. It is a no. Don't be upset about it. You don't know the reason why, especially if the person did not explain things to you. Just look at things that's, you know, probably there's a critical issue to it. That is why he or she isn't giving it to you. So I think that in life, we just read meanings to think. I mean, I've done that once upon a time. I did that, and it ends up, you know, in a bitter way. You become bitter. And you feel like nobody cares about you. God cares about you. Why wouldn't your fellow women or fellow human beings care about you? I think human beings, we just have to be simple and content and just enjoy the fact that we sleep and wake up. There are others who are not awake. They are gone. They've had accidents. They just don't even exist in many people's eyes. You do. I am privileged enough to be in front of the cameras, to talk to Ghanaians and beyond, you know, about issues and laugh. And when I'm done, I still go out there to have some fun. I'm not saying life is easy. It's how you make it, honestly.
Show us some love, man. Oh, man. No, you blew me away, man. Because I was on your show, you know, and I was like, oh, she's She has talent, you know. But this is beyond talent.
Oh,
man.
Thank you.
This is deep.
Thank you so much. Deep, man. Thank you.
And keep at it. You are not the kind of the person that I will try and give advice to, you know.
I need it though.
Well, but you have it.
Thank you.
You know, you're how do you call this? You're spot on.
Oh, thank you.
You know where you're going. You're spot on.
Thank you.
Show some love, man. Dzifa! All right. Stick around, folks. That was Dzifa on the morning ride. If you want to catch her Saturday morning, what time does the morning
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay.
Yes.
And she's the best. Yeah. Stick around. We'll be right back.
If you're having as much fun as I am, stay tuned. If you're not, you need deliverance. We'll be right back.